Oh, that's funny.
That is funny.
Yeah, but let's not tell them what
We just had a funny time.
Yeah, but we're not
off
gonna tell
camera.
You. It's on our Patreon. Patreon.com/explain-everything. Or if you don't, guess what? You're going to get stuck in an email thread. Remember those from the 90s?
Yeah.
Pass this email on to 10 people. You'll never find the love of your life. That's if you don't join our Patreon.com/explain-everything, you'll never. Is this a Patreon?
I don't know, but I just know we're making bank.
Oh, we're so rich. Did we get a new Patreon person? Did John Hardy join? Because he posted our link, but I don't know if he was just being nice or he actually joined. I'm looking.
Is that what we need in order to make bank?
Is John? Yes, John. If you're named John out there and you're not on our Patreon.
And making bank is the goal.
Oh, making bank. I want to get so rich. I could just.
You know who who is making bank? I'm trying to figure out how many times we could say that in here. You know who is making bank?
Who?
Banks.
Construction workers.
Oh,
They make banks.
they make banks.
Bankers
They make banks.
they exploit them.
You know who makes music that makes banks? Not
What's your
Pete
favorite
Davidson.
bank?
Not Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson, who we're talking about today. Welcome to the Tyler and Neil Explain Everything podcast. My name's Neil. This is Tyler.
Hey.
We're your two best friends that are doing our very best to help make sure you stay the smartest person in every room. Here's some music by Joseph Tilley. He's a good friend of ours. He made some intro music a while back, and we're contractually obligated to continue to play it. So here it is at the very beginning. We're going to hush now and let the music and the beat hit.
That's good.
That was a little too soon.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Tyler and Neil Explain Everything podcast. Now officially your fourth favorite podcast. Hit the subscribe button and make sure you go to patreon.com/explain everything to get exclusive episodes. Looks like we made it.
Pete made it, actually.
Pete's kind of made it.
Oh my gosh, has he made it?
He's more popular than he should be.
He's everywhere you want to be.
He's
Not really.
no.
That's Visa. That's
wow.
Visa. He's been places I don't want to go.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Josh, are you, Josh, can you eat that? Josh.
Is that from something?
It's Josh's mom.
Oh.
Do you remember we
A
called her
healthy snack, Rebecca. I'm sorry.
All right, we're talking about Pete Davidson. Now, the reason why this one came up is because last week, actually last Friday, Pete Davidson and Colin Jost bought a Staten Island ferry boat, and they are going to turn it into an entertainment destination. I'm not even joking.
They're both from Staten Island.
They both are.
Yeah.
Which, look, I'm from Warren, Ohio. You don't see me buying ferries from Warren, Ohio.
With
That's because
LeBron.
there's not any. There's no.
There are.
There's no.
not in the water.
There's no. Actually, a true story. We used to shoot fireworks into the Mahoning River, which goes through.
It's called the Moaning River.
Mahoning.
Oh. Okay.
Kind of like Mahomes, but with the ning at the end of
Okay.
it, and no z and no
trophies.
m. But it's Mahoning.
Okay.
Anyways, and it would catch fire. The
Okay.
river would catch fire.
Okay.
That girl is on fire. Tyler let me do that. Didn't hold back at all, and just he nodded like, "Please go ahead, no, do whatever you're gonna do."
Please
That's
take me
great.
there. Take me there.
All right, so Pete and Colin, they paid, I don't know, several $100,000 for this old decommissioned Staten Island ferry. They are going to turn it into like a venue where you can come, you can get like a show, you can get a comedy club, you can do a concert, you could do a bar mitzvah, you could do a quinceañera, you could do a
Pizza party. Secret pizza party. Have you ever read that book?
pizza party, secret pizza party.
Secret pizza party. It's about a raccoon who tries to eat pizza, but he has to travel past the people with brooms and then the robot raccoon sniffing broom bots factory to get there. And so he disguises himself as a customer to get the pizza.
For real.
And then he sees a pizza party, and it's a secret pizza party, and it's really good.
I like this.
It's a good kid's story.
I like it.
It's my second favorite kids book besides Dragons Love Tacos. That's my
man.
favorite.
I like that
Dragons
too.
Love Tacos.
I like that. If you like it, I like it. All right, so Pete Davidson, man, is he in the news? But he always is in the news. As soon as you say Pete Davidson, what's the first thing you think of?
I think of Ariana Grande.
It's so wild that
She
you
had a
think of
song
someone
called
else
that he dated.
Well,
Well, he dates people that are considerably more famous than him.
oh my gosh. Which ultimately, it's like he's leveling up. It's like
Level
his
up. Thank you. Next. She wrote a song called Pete Davidson.
She did. And Thank You Next, which both, I think the Pete Davidson one really references him more.
Yeah.
But Thank You Next is also talking about him. They kind of have, they hated each other there for a while after they broke up. But then they have sort of a, hey, I want the best for you. You want the best for me, that kind of a thing. So that's going on there. Pete Davidson, we never used this one.
This is everything you need to know.
That's everything we need to know.
Yeah. I feel like we worked really hard on getting this one in there, and we have to make sure that it actually hits. The bass. Man, I would play this song at the James Webb Space Telescope subwoofer room. It doesn't matter. Pete Davidson, born November 16th, 1993, raised in Staten Island. The high school, one of the high schools that he went to, is called St. Joseph by the Sea High School, which sounds like a tuna fish.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. So he was bullied a lot in school, had to change high schools 3 different times. Now, what's wild, though, is knowing Pete Davidson's personality, I would think he instigated a lot of it. But, I mean, it's easy to say I was bullied a lot. Okay.
But it's also a thing to say you made fun of people and people punched you for it.
Yeah, Crab and Goyle. Yeah, I got bullied a lot.
It's like Mike Tyson. Y'all becoming way too comfortable.
Yeah,
saying
getting
stuff.
punched in the face. So the way he entered into stand-up was he was with his friends at a bowling alley, and they were bowling, and there was a contest that they were going on. They had like a stand-up routine contest that was going on. You could do a walk-up, and they dared him to get up there and do a routine. He had never done stand-up before. He was 16 years old. He entered into stand-up comedy, and I would say his celebrity career. Can you be a celebrity as a career?
Yeah, Kim Kardashian.
She's a career celebrity? I guess she is, yeah. What does she do?
Well, she did something, and it was on video, and then they gave her a show after that.
Okay, well... he has something called borderline personality disorder. What it is, the actual definition of that is he has the inability to rein in his emotions or control his impulses, which makes sense because he has a lot of tattoos that you don't normally get tattooed. He has hundreds of tattoos. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Hundreds of thousands, and a lot of Harry Potter ones.
Yes, he does.
I like that.
He and Ariana Grande, I would say famously, they went as Hermione and Harry. Was he Harry?
Probably.
I think he was Harry.
He was in the show.
Was Hermione.
They did that show, that Tournament of Champions.
Really?
And then he did a guest.
He
question. He had a guest question on there, and it was just because he has like Harry Potter tattoos, and he's known for that.
He's got Hogwarts tattooed on him. That's what's tattooed on his body. His dad was a firefighter. One of the tattoos that is on his body, on his left arm, is his dad's badge number. It's 8418. Seems like a random number, but it's his dad's badge number. He was a firefighter that died on 9/11.
Yeah, and they've made jokes about that at roast, and he's made jokes about it.
He definitely jokes about it as a way to cope with it.
Yeah.
So he gets in a lot of trouble for saying things that seem like they are harsh or they are hurtful or mean, because his way of coping or dealing with difficult situations or trouble in his life or other people's life is he makes fun of it. And that has definitely got him in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
Yeah. He actually went to the first movie, the first Harry Potter movie. He won on his 8th birthday. That premiere came out when he was 8.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense because I was like 16 or 17.
Yeah,
and that's when I saw it. So that we were kind of went and saw it together.
Really. Yeah, you were there seeing it together
at different different locations, at different times, different ages, different states. But pretty much together as like a friends.
So he's the first SNL cast member that was born in the 90s.
Are you serious?
The first one.
That's pretty cool.
And he's the youngest cast member ever to make it on the show.
Because he was like 19, right?
23.
That's what I said.
Yeah, definitely 23. He actually got the spot in his audition because he did impressions of Adam Sandler, Marco Rubio, and Eminem.
I mean, obviously.
And got all 3. I mean, that's pretty good, which is wild because you don't look at him and go, oh, wow, he can do impressions.
No.
But Adam Sandler, I think you can get that one. That's kind of like a character.
I mean, he does do a pretty good job at impersonating somebody who dates out of his league.
way out. So the movie that kind of got him going was Trainwreck. He actually has a small acting role in it. He's one of Bill Hader's friends.
Okay.
And Hader really liked him. Bill Hader really liked him. They got to know each other on the set. He had a small role in it. And after that, Bill Hader went to Lorne Michaels and said, you should try this guy and give him an audition. And he did. So
I called it
an interview at 19.
At 19.
At
so
19.
he interviewed at 19. Oh, so I thought for a second I was right.
I was being silly.
You were making fun of me for being wrong.
No, I was not.
First off, how dare you? Second off, I deserved it.
Okay. So he's dated a lot of people. I did not realize some of these other people. There are a bunch in here that I didn't even list because he has only dated them for like a month or two at a time. But these are the majority of his major public dating relationships. So comedian Carly Aquito from 2014 to 2015. That was for about a year. The one that really got him on the map was he dated Larry David's daughter, Cassie David.
Okay.
That was from 2016 to 2018. That's about the longest dating relationship he had after that. They're all been short after that. Ariana Grande, they got engaged. I didn't realize that. I thought they just dated.
Yeah, they got engaged. Because there was a lot of jokes about how, this is going to work.
Oh, there's no chance. No way.
No.
They split. They split up.
No.
In
2018. Yeah.
In 2018.
Thank you. Next.
Yeah. Kate Beckinsale. After that.
Yeah. She's the one from the vampire movies, right?
Yeah.
She's
so when you said Ultraviolet earlier.
I thought it was her for a second.
I thought it was her.
No.
But I can never remember her name. No. So it's her.
Her and the Resident Evil girl. I get them mixed up.
No, it's not her. Well, yes. But I also get who plays the Wasp.
I know you're talking about Kate from Lost.
Yeah. Kate from Lost.
Who is Evangeline Lilly.
Evangeline Lilly. And isn't she Australian or is she British?
I think she's she's one of the
countries.
British. Well, Australians, you know that Australia got started because British people would send convicts there.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much
here's what it's going to be.
Like British. But then Arkansas was too. Arkansas was the state where they sent criminals.
What?
Dead serious. Arkansas is the Australia of the United States.
No.
Dead serious.
Mate. What?
Solid
no
mate
way.
reference. Solid mate. No, we don't need to gloss over this. That was a solid mate. I feel like Hugh Jackman, where'd you come from? Sing me something, Hugh.
He has dated. There's somebody else that he's dated. And I'm trying to think who it is. It's more recent, kind of a big name.
Kim Kardashian.
That's it. Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one. So did you see when they were on SNL? He did it was Aladdin. She's not a great actress. Can I say that? Is that okay to say?
I mean, you can say the sky tends to be blue on occasion.
She got on SNL not because she's an actress or a musical guest or whatever, just because she is Kim Kardashian. So when she did the show, that's when they first met. And the rest of the crew said that they were texting each other and talking the entire week. So you can really tell when somebody. So they played Aladdin and Jasmine and they were like on a green screen, and it was wildly inappropriate. But those two definitely hit it. So they're officially dating right now. Wow, that is the wildest thing. So you got to wonder. Okay, so Kanye then buys the house directly across from Kim Kardashian, and
because he wants to see his kids.
I want to see my kids. Right?
I don't blame him.
Now it seems like a threatening thing to do, but as a dad, you're like, I love my kids.
I would straight up like Amanda was like, "Nah, we done, fam." Like I would literally buy a house down the road. Buy the house. And it would be because I want to be able to see my kids.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care where you move. Like,
that's an expensive flex.
But it's also
a
flex. Flex is also an offense you run in basketball. It's a basic offense. Yeah, we used to call it scramble because everybody knows the flex. And so we called it scramble, same play.
Scramble.
Yeah, that's exactly what we'd say. And then we would run the play.
Really?
Yeah, it's like an L play. Like you do it in a man-to-man defense.
Okay.
And so you do it and you set screens.
You said Amanda Man. And I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Amanda to man.
Oh. Okay.
Amanda to man. Amanda.
Okay, so that's his dating life. His accomplishments are really interesting. So his net worth is $4 million.
That's $1 million less than Tim Tebow.
Yes! Think about that.
And Tim Tebow never dated Kim Kardashian.
No.
Yeah.
You think he's stealing from her?
From Kim?
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Napkins, cutlery.
Fame,
things from the bathroom, out of it, just everything.
Relevance,
fame.
Yeah, I'll say that. I mean, it's even to say that Kim Kardashian has more of a claim to fame than you. Yeah. That's bad.
What is the age difference? It's got.
He's 23. She's probably, I would guess 35 is my guess. I can look it up. That's my guess. What do you think she is? How old do you think she is?
I think she's older than that.
Okay.
No.
Guess. You got to guess.
No, she's 36. I'm going to say 36 because that is still older than 35.
Okay, yeah, she's 41, so you win.
Wow. So I was going to say 40, but I thought, no way she's 40. Wow.
Yeah, she's 41.
He's 23 and she's 41?
So what?
What are they doing?
Whatever they want, I guess.
It's true love.
It's got to be true love. That's, because Kate Beckinsale is older than him. And
by
people were
more than that.
Like razzing her. And he went on SNL and he did that. Did you see that clip on Weekend Update where he's like, yeah, a lot of people have been talking about the age difference between, someone that I'm hanging out with.
Kate Beckinsale's 48.
I know. And he is 23.
Yeah,
but he goes, she's 20 years older than me, over 20, 25 years older than me. He goes, if only there was some history of this. And he listed like 30 male actors who dated girls 20 to 30 years younger than him.
Whoa.
And he was like,
Harrison Ford did it too.
Every Leonardo DiCaprio, Harrison Ford, like George Clooney, it's a joke. Do you remember when Amy Poehler and Tina Fey were hosting an award show and they were talking about the movie Gravity, and they said Gravity's up for a nomination, and they said it's actually pretty what is it? Oh, no. It's pretty realistic because George Clooney would rather float off into space than spend time with a woman his own age.
That's good.
Yeah. And
That's
so it
really
just shows the inconsistencies in culture where they just accept that, but then they want to talk about the fact that she's dating somebody younger. And so,
wow.
It's true love. That's all we know.
Well, it is. His net worth is $4 million, but when you hear what he's done, $4 million is not bad for a guy his age.
He only gets $15,000 per episode. That seems slow, right?
That's a lot.
Is that a lot for SNL cast members?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Will Ferrell's the most. He got the most. I think it was like $35,000 per episode.
They don't get paid much for SNL. That's why they do so many movies, I guess.
Right.
Okay.
Which, for the longest time, Lorne Michaels
For the longest time. Sorry. That's your fault. Go ahead.
Lorne Michaels wouldn't let him do it.
Movies?
But now that he has, so they're out doing a side projects, things like that. Because it definitely interferes with their ability to stay in that little tiny room and write sketches all night.
Because they're like, hey, I'm making money.
So Forbes in 2016, make a bank.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I immediately changed my voice and just matched your tone. I harmonized.
I'm sorry.
It's
We are one.
incredible music.
Neo.
Forbes put him on their 30 under 30 list, which is a very prestigious list.
I was on the, I don't like to brag, but I was on the 30 under 30 for the Saline County Lifestyles magazine.
For real?
Yeah, I don't like to brag about it.
You did? Why did I not know this?
Well, because it's a Saline County Lifestyles magazine. And you don't grab magazines at the barbershop in Saline County.
I know, but they're always outdated.
When you get to the magazines, they become outdated.
Yeah,
well, actually, the day you get them, they're outdated.
They're outdated immediately.
It's like, if there was only a way to transmit information immediately, they could be updated automatically.
Come on, Saline County.
Gosh, hold on. I got to check something on my phone real quick.
Okay.
But there's no way. There's no way. Let me check the internet and see if there's a way to do that.
Let me see if there's a way to do it.
There's an article.
Variety actually put him in the top 10 comics to watch, like to look out for. That's pretty good.
How else do you view comics? List. You watch them. Go ahead. Top 10 comics to put on your watch?
To put on your
as
watch
your background.
List to watch
on your watch background.
Yeah.
The kaleidoscope.
Like, what time is it? Pete Davidson. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, he just dyed his hair. He dyes his hair just as often as Stephen Furtick does, just so you know.
Steve Furtick dyes his hair?
You haven't seen when it's like jet white and jet white? Is that a color? I don't think it is.
You can do it. You're the guy that knows planes, not me.
He openly supported Hillary Rodham Clinton in the 2016. Yeah, he has a tattoo of her on his right leg.
So pretty much like every single celebrity besides Ted Nugent.
I wish it was like I wish you could tattoo a GIF because I would do the balloons.
I would do. The Hillary and the balloons. Mine would be Tyra Banks going with her tongue, like that weird tongue.
It is that's my
favorite.
That's your favorite one.
Okay.
I gotta say Burning Elmo is
pretty good.
One of it because it works in any situation.
Everything.
Hey man, just got a raise.
Burning Elmo.
Hey man, we gotta let you go. Either way,
so hot
fine.
right now.
So
literally, there's fire.
So we said some of his jokes are a little bit crass. They're a little bit harsh. They're a little bit dark.
He's got some rough stuff.
He does. So some of the things he's gotten in trouble for, he said that. So he doesn't like Syracuse, New York. He hates it. This is not in the notes. So he hates Syracuse because this is just
we're off script.
I'm riffing here. We're riffing.
Yes, and
so he actually because he got arrested there on a drug possession charge. And no, that's not true.
So he broke the law there, so it's their fault.
No, he was in a vehicle. They got pulled over. His friend had drugs. He didn't, but he got really mad at the whole process. So he said, "I hate Syracuse." which whatever. So a lot of his jokes are about Syracuse, but he said that Hurricane Sandy didn't kill everyone on Staten Island and needed to come back and circle around to get the job done.
You probably don't talk about murder.
Nope, probably don't talk about that.
Nope.
He also joked around and got a lot of trouble for this. He said that he switched Ariana Grande's birth control pills with Tic Tacs.
I ain't saying she a gold digger,
No.
but she ain't messing with no broke.
He mocked a war veteran. I don't know if you saw this one.
I did. That was the guy with the eye
That was
patch.
amazing.
Crenshaw, isn't that his name?
Yep. Ben. Dan.
Yeah, and he came on the show like the next week and they talked. Yeah, I thought that was cool.
And that's actually really cool. So I will say this. If he does get in trouble, he admits it, which is wild about him.
He has to apologize a lot on stage.
He does. You're right. Yes. He also torched. So one thing to put him on the map, I think this is in 2014. He was one of the young guys that was actually there at a Justin Bieber celebrity roast.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
Destroyed him.
No, it wasn't just, he was nice to Justin Bieber. He destroyed everybody else.
It was like, oh,
Bieber,
wow.
he was like, Bieber, I grew up loving, because he idolized Bieber growing up, because that's his generation. But then he made fun of everybody. And then he was funny on it.
You don't really go after those people because they're
you go
really
after
good
everybody.
at it. Yeah, but you do that.
You do. Everybody does,
Yep.
except for Andy Samberg, who was, remember, do you watch the roast very much?
I've seen clips from him. I've never
Oh my gosh. So I've watched, like there's the Franco one.
Yeah.
There's is it James Franco? That's his name? Yeah. I always get him and his brother's names.
It's Frank.
James Franco.
Frank
Franco. And then, Justin Bieber, and they've done all those. And what they do is they make fun of all the people that are also hosting. And like he made Kevin Hart laugh, and Kevin Hart he was laughing, goes, that was good. That was good, because he like actually had to say that was good because of Pete Davidson. And then this lady, I can't remember her name. She's like a news host, I think, on Fox. And he made fun of her, and he goes, hey, he said, this is terrible. Don't make fun of people.
No,
but he said, he said, so thankful so-and-so's here, taking time away from, scaring the crows away from our crops. And everybody's laughing. And that's a famous clip. And then she made fun of him, and it was like kind of like an okay joke. And he went, oh, good one, and made fun of her from the audience. That's famous.
That's good.
He did a good job. But Andy Samberg is famous because whenever it came to him to roast everybody, he ended up saying just a bunch of nice things about him. And he was like really more making fun of himself, but then be like, got him, roasted. And it was like super funny.
I didn't see that.
You need to watch Andy's. It was really good. Sorry. I'm sorry. I love roast. They're highly inappropriate, but funny.
Well, what's funny about it too is when you have that many sharp, fast, like quick-witted people.
Oh yeah,
you got to be on your toes.
Yeah, you got to step in the ring with Ali. You better get ready to get knocked out.
Gosh, you got to take a couple. He was addicted to drugs, obviously.
Oh, good. That's a transition. Go ahead.
He went into rehab in 2017. Cost him about $40,000 to get clean. There's a long laundry list of drugs that he is addicted to, but we don't need to go into that.
Yep.
His acting credits. So the one movie,
coffee's my favorite drug. Sorry. To blast
laugh,
stress.
love.
Okay, sorry. Acting credits. King of Staten Island. Have you seen it?
I have not.
I saw it.
Was
it wasn't
good?
bad. It was pretty good. It's like, I think, a Joe Apatow film, like a serious one.
Yeah.
Kind of like Funny People. It was like serious but funny.
Yep.
It wasn't bad. It was pretty
It's
good.
critically acclaimed. He got a lot of notice for it because people are like, "Oh wow, he can actually act." I don't know how, if he was like acting or if he was just being himself. I don't really know.
Probably more himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's in Angry Birds 2.
Okay, critically acclaimed.
Critically acclaimed. He's in Trainwreck. He's in a couple episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's on the Jim Gaffigan show, which actually isn't a show anymore.
Yeah.
And then he's in Suicide Squad.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
It's
killed
quick.
like first.
He's like, oh yeah, gone. You're like, oh, okay, he's done.
He had a good run.
Tattoos. So he has over 100 of them that he wants to have erased, which is hilarious.
He can do it. He makes $15,000 an episode.
I mean, it's expensive. So it'll take him until he's in his mid-30s to erase them.
Oh.
What?
I mean, it makes sense. Apparently you can't do it all at once.
No,
that makes sense.
You can't do it. So it takes a month after each session to heal, and it actually takes 3 different treatments to try and remove them. He told Seth Meyers in an interview, he said burning them off hurts more than actually getting the tattoos. He goes, I got to make better decisions now. I mean, he has like Family Guy tattoos. He's got everything you can imagine. It's kind of ridiculous.
Get out of here, mister.
So one of the biggest reasons that he wants the tattoos removed is because he wants to break into acting, but every time he goes to act, they make him go through 3 hours of prep to remove the tattoos with makeup, and you have to sit in a trailer. So there are a lot of people that are in Hollywood that won't take roles because they are sick and tired of sitting in a makeup trailer.
The Rock.
Yeah.
He has a tattoo.
Every single time they have to remove that.
Unless he can fit it into the character.
Yes. Yeah. So a lot of tattoos get removed. So like Drax, why did I just...
I know who you're talking about. What is his name?
Wow. listener, if you're thinking about it right now, if you can just yell
scream
out
it into the air, we'll hear you.
The name Drax.
We're following you. Don't turn around.
You do.
Don't turn around.
It's what's wild is it takes so long. They pick their movie roles based off of whether or not they're going to have to be in the makeup.
You know, Jim Carrey had to get makeup for the Grinch.
You're correct.
Yeah. Do you know he did a Smart Water commercial making fun of his tattoos?
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that.
That's a great.
I know because it's in the notes. But a lot of people don't know that.
That's really, really good.
Yeah.
What is his name?
Dave
Batista.
Oh, Dave Batista. Yeah.
Dang it.
Sorry, I
was way off on that. Yeah.
Samsonite.
So he was on a bunch of MTV series. He was on Philosophy.
So good.
I have not seen that. He's on Wild 'N Out. I have not seen that. He's on Guide Code. I have not seen that. And he's done a bunch of different stand-up routines on Netflix and other shows as well.
I've seen some of those.
And that's where he tends to make more of his money is on the stand-up routines.
Totally. That's so good.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
3v3?
Okay.
Welcome to the party, pal. This is 3v3.
Okay, so here we are in 3v3. This is a segment on the show where we each pick 3 different options, players, people, situations, inanimate objects, whatever we want, and then we compete for who would actually win in a 3v3 contest, a battle, a rap battle of wits, as it were.
Okay.
Yes. So I was thinking about we could do 3 tattoos that he should leave on there.
Okay.
I don't know what tattoos he has.
Let's say 2-3 tattoos he should get.
He should get
on his face.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Go.
Okay. Am I going first? No, we typically do you.
I'll go first.
Okay.
You're welcome. Next.
It would be different. Okay, mine would be Pete Davidson. Because they're both songs. They're both songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also easy to identify.
Okay. My next one is I prefer Ventis instead of Grandes.
Wow.
Ariana Grande.
That's pretty
like
good.
A Starbucks reference.
I would say just get a full face tattoo of someone else's face.
That's actually pretty
preferably The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock playing John Wayne. I would just get I'm sorry. And that way he would say so many offensive things, just points to his forehead.
I'm so sorry.
That way I don't have to say
oh man. I would do a QR code for how he and Colin Jost can get like, hey, I need to get tickets to your Staten Island ferry thing. Is that what they call it?
It's called Staten Island ferry thing.
Staten Island ferry. Here's the thing I don't know about that. Is that thing floating? Like, is it in the river? Is it in the East River?
It's floating in the air.
Hang on a minute. It
Iron
would
Man
be the East River. It's not the Hudson. So it has to be the East River because that's on the. Yeah.
This is the ferry that Spider-Man and Iron Man saved.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes. Have you ever been on it? You have.
Yeah, I was on the boat when Spider-Man saved it. It was really scary.
For real?
Yeah.
With all the bots?
I was like, you're better than Toby. I let him know.
Yeah, but not nearly as good as
Andrew Garfield. So amazing.
Yeah, I like him. He's great.
So good.
All right, will it rock?
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't know.
How can we know?
The question on everyone's mind, will it rock? The answer is probably yes.
Ooh, they do have some stuff together.
Yeah.
They did some stuff on SNL
cool.
together. There's a clip where they actually they fought. It was like they were in the jungle. It was like Jungle Man. I think they were trying to make fun of the whole. I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
who would win in a fight?
That's a great question.
Does he have any Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson tattoos?
He should.
How could you even remove that?
I mean, you got to ask nicely.
Hey, could you please remove this?
Please get this off me.
Where is it?
It's
It's
like-
on his face because we already said that.
It's the other
we
side
already
of the
said
world.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you think stays in show business longer?
The Rock.
Who do you think makes more money?
The Rock.
And don't do the math on it. Just tell me from your
Does
gut.
he marry Kim and then get half of Kanye's money?
Oh my gosh! Which is 25% of Kanye's money. You want him to make Donda 2.
You'd be
He is making Donda 2 right
defeating
now.
Donda 2
Yeah, it's his second album.
Third.
His follow-up to
sequel.
sequel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Matrix Revolutions. I gotta go to the restroom. You feeling good?
I mean, we could do. Would you want to end this one?
Foot race.
Foot race?
We'll just skip the music.
Race?
We would beat him. He has
Okay,
terrible
foot race?
stamina and he runs like with his feet out,
Foot race?
like LeBron, but not fast.
Yeah, flat-footed.
Okay.
Okay, and we're gonna beat him.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, you can hit the button, and then thank you guys so much for coming to my TED Talk.
Okay, bye.
Wow.
Did we really do this?
I'm
Thanks
sorry,
for listening
Neil.
to the Explain Everything podcast. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Explain Everything Podcast. We're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, but you're already here. We love you. No, actually, we're in love with you. Thanks for coming on our TED Talk. Bye.